Hello, everybody. This is Wise Exotics. I do a kind of update videos. This will be the October update end to wrap up October. I hope everybody's doing well and has had a good month. I hope everybody has a safe and happy Halloween for those who celebrate it. If anybody has any questions about any of the plants I bring up and whatnot, please, feel free to talk to me, post, chat. I'm on Instagram as Wise Exotic and Twitter as Wise Exotics. I have the little green owl, so feel free to. Now, for those who are new to my channel, if I cough or stutter or I'm having problems like you hear me catching my breath, I'm kind of recovering from extreme chemo. I was diagnosed with cancer at the beginning of the year, and I battled it. I am clean of cancer. I just have to, recover from the whole chemo. It takes a real toll on your body, so I'm pretty much wiped out health-wise. I have no immunity. I'm just very weak, so just trying to chug through everything. Anywho, I do these update videos to log the good and the bad and how things are going. So let's start with the bad. Bad news, I lost a plant. It was Veitchii spectabilis. I've had it for quite a long time. It was a clone, so it wasn't like I lost a seed grown, I guess. I can always get the same plant again, but basically, I had a bad heat wave last year that barbecued a bunch of plants. Some are struggling, some recovered, some didn't make it, and it's just one of the ones that was struggling, and I just finally gave up the ghost. Most of the other ones have recovered just fine and are doing quite well. So there's that. Sorry. Again, I warned about the cough. Let's see. I also accidentally broke a Veitchii ex aristo basil off when I was trying to do something. So I gave away two plants this month. One was to a friend of mine who got seriously hurt. He was reaching into a cabinet with his fiance and was trying to move some glassware around, and one of them shattered and a huge piece went down his arm and sliced him open. And he basically was bleeding all over. They rushed him to the hospital. He's doing fine right now, but I gave him one of my two Nepenthes Vivid machines, and he currently has it at his work office right now, and it's sitting on his desk. Another plant I gave away yesterday, which is how I popped this off, I was getting Nepenthes, which was a small plant that's been very hardy and growing well for me. I was giving as a gift to the people I actually get my water from. So I don't have a filter. I don't collect rainwater. Actually, in California, it's illegal to do that. If they catch you doing it, you get fined. So it's like $2 or $3, and I go down and I get a bunch of water and, multiple 5 gallons. So that's how I water my plants. I pour them out of these little big jugs and I spray them, water the trays, fill the humidifier here with some. So yeah. But during my cancer treatment, I had a lot of problem putting him in and out of my car and bring him home and out. And one of the ladies who was there was really nice and always helped me. I offered to give her a plant, and she accepted, so I gave her a plant. So it was Nepenthes. She was really excited, and she's going to try growing it on her windowsill. I gave her all the instructions on how to do it, and a little cheat sheet and whatnot. Same thing I gave to my friend with his. So they're both doing rather well and whatnot. Now, we did get a bunch of new plants in the collection, so let's get right into it. This is a Veitchii Red Leaf Exotics RE3488. So is this one. I ordered this one and a Nepenthes Minima X Candy Dreams together. I bought them at a discount. They were 20% off. I had made a post about it, so I was hoping other people had bought some too. Hopefully somebody snagged some. Anyway, the plants came in just fine. As you can see, they're doing rather well. This is also a Veitchii as just an example of a nice picture they can develop. Pink with spots, striped and flared. I really like this one's color. I bought this off of my friend Salty Trout. Really nice guy. He also gave me another plant, which I'd like to say is right here. Yeah, right here. Sorry, I had to see it for a sec. Right, that one right there, he had sent me as a get well gift during my whole cancer treatment. Anywho, I moved some plants around, trying to make room, trying to, add things. So about a week after I got this Minima X Candy Dreams, Dom sent me another one by accident, said I could keep it after I asked if I should return it. This one's really nice, red with nice stripes, very big pitcher to leaf ratio. I mean, that's the picture, that's the leaves, so it's quite big. This one doesn't have as big and they're more yellow, so this will be rather interesting to see how it develops. Now, all of the new Veitchii I bought have stripes. I'm really happy about that because a few of my current ones don't, so I was a little getting annoyed with it. I was hoping I'd at least have one of them develop stripes, but Veitchii, it sometimes are late bloomers, so keep that in mind. Now, let's see. One I got from my friend Mike. Mike's Little Oasis was this one I bought off of him. This is Mike Fallen's Veitchii KXM. It's already got some stripes coming on that one, so that was really nice. And kind of a pink, if you look, pink picture body already. So I'm hoping that one becomes a squat pink. Let's see. I have to figure out where these Veitchii are because some of them are really stealthy. Ah, here's the other one. I bought this one, I think, off of Picturesque. This was a seed-grown Veitchii K X Candy Stripes X Candy. Just has a few little pink faint stripes on one picture, which is down here, as you can see. Nice little faint stripe on the edge there. There's probably more, and I'm just being goofy and not remembering it. I'm trying to figure out because everything is intermixed. Oh no. Anywho, I do have a single basil from my Aristocolloids expellii here. This was a seed-grown variant. This is tissue culture, obviously, off of a basil. It had broke off when I was moving Suki out, and I stuck it in a pot, so it seems to be doing okay. There's a bunch of other basils on it. So if anybody's interested in a Belli ex Aristo, just, ask me on Instagram or whatnot, and we'll chat about it. Let's see, another new plant is over here. This is the Nepenthes Attenboroughii. Already got a new new green leaf. I'm sorry, I'm looking at these and it's right there. So nice new healthy green leaf and already a growth tip pushing through. So it's happy. As you can see, a nice little picture there. Super tubby already. This is my Nepenthes palawanesis. This is the first one I have, which has a nice happy basil. I always have basil lux for some reason. This is my newest one. This is another palawanesis. This one, as you can kind of see off of its picture, which is hiding down there, is just pure yellow. So it didn't show any stripes. So I bought a clone off of BCP, Best Carnivorous Plants, clone that had stripes. And so I bought one with stripes. Yay. Let's see. Anything else over here? I think that's it for the new plants on this side. I did move some plants around. Now I did have something interesting to show. So my pale car 066 finally is getting a normal looking leaf, and it's super rubbery. Where these leaves are kind of felty, almost soft. This is almost like pure rubber. It's got a dent in it. I'm not quite sure why, but super happy leaves. So I don't know why it's been having these pale leaves and not picturing, but it seems to finally be pushing through. Maybe the temperature, it started to cool down here, so maybe that's why it's happy again or something. On this side, we got the Veitchii clipeata. You could almost mistake this as a pure clipeata, except they're the leaves. Notice the leaves. Fuzzy with ripples. Pure clipeata looks like this. So there is a red stem. If you look at the main plant here, no red stems. So that's one thing clipeata do that's really interesting. And the other ones you can kind of find that on our Singulana and Diabolica. Now, let's see. Oh, one really happy news I was posting earlier. The Rajah X eymae finally had a nice picture. It looks like it's got another one developing over here. So there's that. Diabolica cross minima seed grown has a very nice happy picture in there. If I could get it to focus, that would be great. Nice and happy. It's got stripes randomly on it. But I had moved this out from the tank. The leaves are starting to get red again. It's liking the light and the humidity, so just popped that fresh picture outside, so I'd say that's nice. I did move the two Globosa X Rafflencias out here, as well as the Globosa X Himalaisia out as well. Let's see. I think that's it for this side of new things to discuss. So we'll go over here. Inside here we have at least 2 new ones, but we'll go into the details. No, there are 4 new plants in here. So this is a newer species, saricea, Nepenthes saricea, which was derived from McFarlaneii. It was broken up into 3 different plants: McFarlaneii, Eucalyptus, and saricea. I hope I say these right. If not, I apologize, but I try my best. Anywho, those of you who are familiar with my channel know I have a rajah. It's got like 3 to 4 basils. It's been doing really well. So I originally had a lot of problems raising rajahs. I had tried 2 different ones and they didn't do very well. My hope was that I could do better with another one, so I got the BE one and it's doing just fine. So there's that. I did get this one recently. This is a seed-grown rajah from Nepenthes God. I am really excited to see this. Just want to point out right here, so this is the BE. This is the one from Nepenthes God. Look at the picture ratio on this thing. So the leaf is that big and the picture's about half the size of the leaf. That's normal for most rajah and rajah hybrids I have are like that. Their pictures are usually, poke another plant. Pictures are usually about half the length of the leaf, if not a little more, and they're about half as wide. Look at this. The pictures are bigger than the leaf, and they're already nice and red. So this thing's going to be massive when it grows up. I'm kind of a little worried about that now, in all truth. So excited to have it, a little worried about it, but thankfully rajahs are a slow grower. One of my globasa, I just saw this, globasa exemplar F2. This one is more globasa in its visual appearance, where its siblings are right here. So there's this one, which almost looks like a black miracle. Its pictures have little green stripes on it. I just had one the other day. There it is. So as you can see, it's got green striping. They're bright red. This one's very lovely. So it's almost like a red miracle. If that's the name I end up going with, I'm sorry. I'm silly. This one always makes beautiful red leaves, as you can see. This is highly variegated. It's just the way it is. I call this one Cherry Bomb. It always just has nice, big, tubby, squat little pictures. So it's almost like a perfect blend of Ampullera and globasa. Has kind of the globasa red with the Ampullera kind of shaping or mixed. Very nice. If I could get a better look at that striping. Sibling here, yeah, very nice. Macrophilia, pushing growth tips out. Still struggling along. It's one of the ones, that one got attacked by a leopard slug. I was not happy with that. And I found another one the other day. It was on top of my humidifier. Velosa's been doing very well, popping out picture after picture and leaf after leaf. Very happy. As you see, the hamadas are kind of going crazy over here. Picturing like crazy. I was really worried about them initially. So I'd like to point out there are 2 known hamadas. There's the Lumit, which are the AW, are all Lumit for the most part that I'm aware of. So this is AW4, this is AW1. Beautiful pictures, as you can see. I got some nice toothy ones going and a third one developing up there. I'm so happy with that one. This is the Attenboroughii. As you can see, Attenboroughii. This is called the red leaf hamada. So the leaves of this one naturally can turn red. I didn't know that when I bought it. I bought it for like whatever that price is. Yeah, 90 bucks. And it's been growing pretty well. Let's see, Edwardsiana. Literally, I think the picture just popped. Yep, it just started opening today. Its newest, largest picture. This thing just chugs on. It's doing really well. I did trim a leaf off of it, but it doesn't look like it got ticked off or anything. It looks totally happy. Yay. Diabolica. The pictures are starting to get like an orange coloration, which is good. There should be another one right here hiding behind this, but it's doing really well. I was worried about it with the weird leaf. For some reason, Diabolica number 4 of the AW, which is a female, tends to do these weird shaped leaves every now and then does perfectly normal leaves. I don't know why. I know several people who have the same clone have also asked me this question, and theirs are doing the exact same thing. So it's something to do with that clone, does it? So this is one that was sent to me by Mike's Little Oasis with my little Veitchii. It was a care package gift. Mike's an awesome guy. If you ever need a Veitchii, I really recommend, because he has Veitchii in there every part of his house. It's crazy. He has just an awesome amount of them, and he's got a bunch of seed-grown ones that he himself is doing right now. So next year he'll have a bunch for sale. Anyway, this one he sent me a picture of has one that has like kind of like almost like a Rafflesia red excobasa, and then it's like a red-winged hybrid. It has almost like a ribbon coming off of the tendrils up to the pitchers. I really hope it takes after that parent. I really want to see those ribbons. I've seen a few of them in pictures, and I haven't got one myself, so that was nice. The crazy red variegation off of Josh's plants doing well. This one I always love the coloration. It feels so nice. It's kind of soft. Let's see, Linculata doing really well. It's got pitchers. I was actually worried I wouldn't be able to grow this plant or wouldn't be happy here, but it's just checking. Oh, nice leaf jump since I've got it, 2 of them. Let's see, so these are my truncata. It's growing a new pitcher over here, but its current pitcher is red with like a yellow rim and stripe, so it's really neat. I think that's a cool coloration. It's a seed grown one, so I have no idea what type of truncata is. It was supposedly from 2 green truncata parents, so I don't know if it's a weird one or what. It initially was all green, so it started turning red on me. Weird. This is my original seed-grown Rabacantlii, just pushing along, doing Rabacantlii things. It's got kind of like a violet reddish color. I think that's neat. This is a sibling of it that I bought recently because it never sold. The person who did the seed sowing it never sold, so offered it to me. I went, cool, I'll buy it. It's already just pushed out its new leaf. If you're wondering what these little splotches are and you don't know about Rabacantlii are extremely sensitive to water droplets on their leaves, as are Nebularium. Speaking of Nebularium, yes, I finally got one. This is a seed-grown Nebularium. You can already kind of just overview here. It has more in common with truncata, but the leaves are a little more narrow. The Rabacantlii have extremely flared leaves out for the most part when they're young. But even my truncata did that. But one thing that's unique between these is the truncata have fine hairs kind of around the leaf, and then it comes down very fine hairs and then kind of slightly fuzzy embryo. The Nebulariums seem to have extremely fuzzy little leaves, so they have fuzz on the actual leaf petal here. If you pet this, it's a little bit of a leaf fuzz. There is fuzz all around the leaf, and then fuzz going down the tendril, and then a really fuzzy embryo, which is interesting because if you look at Rabacantlii, no fuzz on any of the leaves, not even on the edges, and they kind of have like just a single golden fuzz at the tip. And they're also a different coloration. So if you can see, they're almost like a brighter green to me anyway. Highly interesting. My Loei, nice new little pitcher, doing quite well. As I said, the Hamada is doing really fine. AW1 just popped 2 pitchers. It's back in business. It's doing quite well. The Bongso doing well. Nothing too crazy going on here. Velosa Hamada is right there, doing well. The car 0239 is doing nice. Matrina, Bicolatera. Now this was another one that was kind of an interesting kind of comparison, like the Rajah. So this is the BE Red 3357. This is a red Northiana. This is a seed-grown one I picked up at auction from Flore. Look at the leaf ratio. This thing has bigger leaves, but the pitchers are only about, a little bit smaller than the leaf. The leaf on this one is this big, and the pitcher is that big. So another nice, interesting development. This is a Merliana. Nice big leaf jump on it. Very happy with it. The one I got from Greenwood Exotics. Doing fine. Just slowly chugging along. The saricea, if I can say that right, saricea, Nepenthes, which is a newer species, is derived from McFarlane. It has purple pitchers with fuzzy silver hair on the underside of the lid, kind of like how Loei gets hair on the underside of the lid, but these are always silver. McFarlane has really long ones. This one has kind of like a short fuzzy brush on the underside. Pudica, as some want to know how Pudica is doing quite well. Another leaf, another pitcher developing. No underground traps or basils yet that I can discern. Nepenthes Odyssey does have some available on Instagram, so if she's not sold out, I'd highly recommend if you wanted a Pudica to go ask her, and ask pricing and whatnot. So that's it for the lowland tank. Nothing new beyond those little specimens. I know that this thing's developing a nice picture, but it hasn't dropped anything yet. I got some Rafflesia picture on the speckled right here, hidden. The bigger one is hidden in here, as you can see. It's like under everything. Let's see, there's another picture hiding there, but overall they're all doing really well. I'm really excited to be growing this seed-grown rajah. Let's see if I can zoom in on it for everybody. So Nepenthes God, he shipped some bare root. This thing had roots that were like that long coming off, and they were just like almost looked like a black spider. They're really thick, so I put it in new potting soil. I bagged it for a week, and then I slowly opened the bag in here, acclimate it, and then I go. It's already got a growth tip. It's already starting to open, as you see the split going down the middle of that leaf, and it's got another developing picture. So I'm hoping it does well. Everybody, cross your fingers for me. I hope this rajah does well. I mean, the BE one is doing just perfectly fine, but this is a hardier clone. So, I mean, it's one that's extremely known to basil, too. So there's that. Ugh. So, oof, sorry. Knee was a little stiff there. Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to post them. The peltatas are doing well. Something I learned, that even people who also have peltatas, that their leaves grow in sync. So whenever this one has a leaf that's pushing through and pulling out, so does this one, and other people's also do. They're almost at the exact same time frame. It's really kind of weird. Let's see. Oh, Clippiata has its nice new picture developing there, really to form. Most of the time it's these moderately small pictures, but this one's at least double the size, so look forward to that. The Veitchii, again, doing really nice. I posted a picture of that. Let's see, anything else in here that I can think of? Just showing off all the plants. Again, if anybody has any questions, you can always take a picture of the screen and like circle a plant or whatever. Anywho, that's it. Hope everybody's doing well. Wise Exotics out. Oh yeah, before I forget, the CNC triple lights are here with the timer. I really have been enjoying them, and the plants have too. I think the one extra light just helped, because now the ones that usually get redder leaves are getting these nice dark red leaves now, especially the peltata there. You can see the leaves are starting to get this nice dark red, and like the Diabolica X Minima also doing the. So, anywho, I hope everybody has a great October and Halloween, and that's it. Trevor out.